This is every possible icon or hero that could come in EA Sports FC 24. There is no way that I miss a single player. If I do, let me know down in the comments. In this list, we have multiple league winners, World Cup winners, Euro winners, CONCACAF winners, Ballon d'Or winners. We've got them all. There are so many strikers. We're going to start with half now and half at the end. Ibrahimovic, no discussion needed. Give him an icon card. David Villa, give him a hero card. I managed Valencia to 10 league titles on Football Manager back in the day with his help. Here's a good one. Jimmy Greaves. He needs an icon card. You think what Haaland did this season was impressive? Well, Jimmy Greaves was the last man to score over 40 goals in the top flight of English football. Now, I'm not going to lie, some of the players in this list are going to be controversial as to whether I assign them as a hero or an icon. But I'm not scared. We're going to start off with the big one. Sergio Aguero. Give the man a hero card. He's not getting an icon card in my opinion, but he does deserve recognition for that goal that he scored for Man City. Along with Jermaine Defoe, he also deserves himself a cheeky little hero card. Silvio Piola. He deserves an icon card. He won the World Cup with Italy, and he was Fiorentina's all-time top scorer until Ciro Immobile turned up and stole it from him. This man is probably remembered more for his celebration than his prowess on the pitch, but he's still an unbelievable player and he deserves it. Have you guessed it? It's Klinsmann. We're taking a break from the forwards because we're going to go and have a look at some players that have had icon cards on previous FIFAs and need them returned for EAFC. Let's start with the biggest player in this list, and it's Franz Beckenbauer. The man won the Ballon d'Or twice, and his card back on the old FIFAs was ridiculous. He needs an icon card in EAFC. There's just no question. We need him. We need him. Interesting one here. Lehmann and Seaman both had icon cards back in the day, but got removed. Do you agree with me here? Do you think that they should be hero? I think they should be hero cards. Gary Neville, you might not like him as a pundit, but he was a decent player back in the day. I'm going to say he needs a hero card as well. Get him back. Here's a questionable one for you. Ryan Giggs, do you want him back after all of the stuff that he's done? I'm not overly sure. I mean, we never really liked getting him from a pack anyway because he was so bad in game. But he arguably is one of the best wingers of all time, so maybe he deserves it. I think it's an absolute disaster that Diego Maradona hasn't got an icon card at the moment. Arguably one of the top 3 players of all time. Mate, just give this man his card back. 5-star skills and ting. At Cam, it was a beautiful thing. Here's one I bet you didn't remember. Valderrama, the Colombian man with the afro, 5-star skilled, had an icon card. In fact, it was a legend card back then. He needs to get himself a nice cheeky little hero card, I think. Now, I've got an interesting one for you here, guys. Let me know, who would you rather have back in the game? Would you rather have George Weah or would you rather have Romario? Both have been removed for different political reasons, but both were unreal and deserve the credit in Ultimate Team. Now, stats don't get better than Fernando Pereira's unbelievable goal scoring record. The 11 years he spent in Portugal, he scored an average of 1.7 goals per game. Now, I'm not even going to try and pronounce this German's name. I'm really sorry. I just can't even begin to imagine how you pronounce this. He got 2 Ballon d'Ors, man. Like, genuinely, if anyone's got 2 Ballon d'Or, they deserve an icon card. Zico has to be one of the most highly requested Brazilian icons ever, so I'm just going to go with the masses here. If you think 2 Ballon d'Ors is enough to get yourself an icon card, well, what about 3? We got Platini in next. We then have the Argentine centre-back Daniel Passarella, who won 2 World Cups with Argentina. We then have how do I say this? We then have Gaetano Scaria, who's a centre-back from Italy who is actually famously known for keeping Baresi out of the Italian national team until he retired. So that's a pretty bold statement right there. But that's enough of the oldies. Let's move on to some more current players. Oliver Kahn, what an absolute beast. No one would mess with this goalkeeper. Give him an icon card. Patrice Evra, I'm going to say give that man a cheeky little hero card. John Terry, icon. Vincent Kompany, hero. PK, he needs an icon centre-back card. I mean, the stuff he did with Barcelona and with Spain, it just speaks for itself. It speaks volumes. Liverpool fans will like this one. Sami Hyypiä, remember him? Give that man a hero card. The next 3, super quick because we all knew that they were coming. Icon cards for Bale, Ribery, and Ian Robben. Edgar Davids, the man that was the cover star of FIFA all those years ago with his iconic glasses. I think this man needs himself a little hero card. As does his fellow countryman, Wesley Sneijder. Gabriel Batistuta and Nwankwo Kanu, give them both hero cards. Now, I know some of you are going crazy in the comments for some of those hero cards. So I'll tell you what, I'll give the man with a bulldog-like approach, Carlos Tevez, an icon card. Now, you'll notice that so far this list has been dominated by Europeans and South Americans. So let's just give a moment for some of the other players from the other continents. From Africa, we have El Hadri from Egypt, Roger Miller from Cameroon. Moving swiftly into Asia, from South Korea, we have Kim Ju-sung. And I bet a couple of you will remember these heroic Japanese players as well. We have Kazuki Honda and Nakamura. And then from North America, we got two different goalkeepers. We've got Brad Friedel, and we've also got Tim Howard. Tim Howard makes the list because he actually holds the record for the most saves made in a single World Cup game. I've got no more clever categories to put these in, so I just got to read the rest of the players to you. But before I do, if you need some Ultimate Team coins, go check out MMOPO.com. Their link is down in the description. Use code CAPGUN to get yourself a discount. Goalkeepers, we've got iconic Gordon Banks. He needs a card. Who would you take for your squad? Would you rather have a hero Dida or a hero Julio Cesar? Canizares and his eccentric style needs a hero card as well. Dino Zoff won Serie A 6 times. He deserves an icon card. And how can we not have the highest goal-scoring goalkeeper of all time, Rogerio Ceni? He deserves himself a little hero card. On to the remaining defenders. Two Man United players here. We've got Dennis Irwin and we also have Jaap Stam. I think both of them potentially heroes, maybe icons. Let me know what you think. Tony Adams from Arsenal. He needs himself an icon card, but definitely not for his appearance on Strictly. My God, he was absolutely useless. Oh, I lied. I do have one more category. Players that could be icons if they decide to retire at the end of this season. I don't want to leave any stone left unturned. So we have Dani Alves, we have Iniesta, and we also have Marcelo, all potentially retiring, potentially soon. David Luiz as well. They could all be back in the game next year, depending on how stuff works out. There's some big ones left in this list, though, as well. We've got Stanley Matthews. This man needs an icon card. Unbelievable player. He has a Ballon d'Or in 56 to show for his efforts. Gareth Barry, most ever Premier League appearances. He could use a hero card. Gaza. I don't need to say anymore. I mean, icon, hero, you let me know, guys. Didi, he deserves an icon card. He won 2 World Cups. Just goes without saying, really. We might not see this player because he's actually become a politician since being a footballer, which always throws a bit of a spanner in the mix. But Gianni Rivera, the Italian who won Serie A 3 times, bunch of Coppa Italias and a Ballon d'Or, he deserves an icon card. Usila needs an icon card. He scored over 400 goals for Hamburg. And he was the first ever player to score in 4 different World Cups. Gunnar Nordahl is arguably the greatest Swedish footballer of all time. I mean, there's no way that he's not better than Larsson, so he needs an icon card. The last 2 on the list, and they are biggies. We've got Di Stefano. We've all heard the name. We might not have seen him play, but the Argentine won 8 La Liga titles with Real Madrid. He got 2 Ballon d'Ors with them as well. And I have no idea what this is, but I've just seen on his profile that he won the Super Ballon d'Or as well. He also played for Colombia and Spain. And to finish off, we have the only Englishman to ever win 2 Ballon d'Ors. It's Kevin Keegan. Absolutely loved his haircut back in the day. What an absolute lad as well. My brain is absolutely frazzled. I hope yours is too. But if you've got time to watch another one of my videos, well then just click right here.